Let's dive right into Cane Corso teeth cleaning. Sounds like you're ready to tackle those chompers and keep your furry friends smiling bright.
Absolutely, and we've got some great info to help you do just that.
From sources like the American Veterinary Dental College and the AKC.
All about keeping those pearly whites healthy and strong.
One surprising thing we learned is that most dogs are already showing signs of dental disease.
By age 3.
Yikes, right.
It's true, but don't worry, we'll equip you with all the knowledge and practical tips you need.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Getting a Cane Corso to cooperate for teeth cleaning might seem like a challenge.
I hear you. But trust me, this deep dive will make it much more manageable, maybe even fun.
Oh, okay, I'm intrigued. So let's start with why this is so important. I mean, all dogs need dental care, right?
Right, but it's especially crucial for Cane Corsos.
Ah, I see where you're going with this.
Those powerful jaws and large teeth. Neglecting their dental hygiene can lead to some serious issues.
More than just bad breath?
Oh, way more.
Like what?
We're talking heart problems, kidney issues, and even a shorter lifespan.
Wow, okay, that puts things into perspective.
It's really about their overall well-being.
All right, so let's break down exactly how we can keep those chompers clean.
Sounds good.
We've got professional cleaning at the vet, at-home care, a bunch of tips and tricks.
A whole arsenal of options.
Where should we start?
Well, professional cleanings are non-negotiable.
Okay, so just like us, they need a dentist.
Exactly. Think of it as a spa day for their teeth.
I like that. So how often are we talking?
The general recommendation is at least once a year for an adult Cane Corso.
Once a year, okay.
But some pups might need more frequent visits depending on their individual needs.
Got it. So professional cleaning is step one.
Definitely a crucial first step.
Now, what about at-home care? I have a feeling that might be a bit more adventurous.
It can be.
Yeah.
But there are some really effective ways to tackle those chompers at home.
What does our research say about the best methods?
Well, brushing is the gold standard.
Of course, just like for us.
Exactly. Aim for 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, 2 to 3 times a week, got it.
But here's the catch.
Uh-oh, there's always a catch.
You absolutely have to use dog-specific toothpaste.
Oh, so not just any old toothpaste will
No. Human toothpaste can actually be harmful to dogs.
Really?
Absolutely. Make sure you're grabbing the right tube.
Okay, good to know. So dog-specific toothpaste and brush those chompers a few times a week.
That's the goal.
Now, I'm sure some of our listeners are thinking, easier said than done.
I bet they are.
What if their Cane Corso isn't exactly lining up for toothbrush time?
Right. Not all dogs are enthusiastic about having their teeth brushed.
What other options did we find?
Well, dental wipes are a good backup.
Okay, dental wipes. Tell me more.
They might not be as effective as brushing,
I see.
but they can definitely help remove some of the plaque, especially for pups who are a bit toothbrush shy.
Makes sense. So it's like a good starting point.
Exactly.
Wipes, check. What else?
Dental chews are a popular choice,
Oh yeah, those are everywhere these days.
especially the ones designed for large breeds like Cane Corsos.
Okay, large breed specific. Got it.
These chews can really help reduce plaque and tartar buildup.
Now, for those of us who are new to all this, what exactly are plaque and tartar?
Good question. Plaque is that sticky film that builds up on their teeth.
I've seen that, yeah.
And if it's not removed, it can harden into tartar, which is the harder brownish stuff that can cause real problems.
Ah, so the chews are like a fun way to fight the buildup.
Exactly. And I bet they're much more appealing than a toothbrush from your Cane Corso's perspective.
I'd say so. What about things we can add to their water?
Oh yeah, water additives are another option.
Okay, tell me more.
They can help freshen breath and reduce bacteria in your dog's mouth.
So we've got brushing, wipes, chews, and water additives.
So far, so good.
Now, what about raw bones?
Ah, raw bones. A classic.
I've heard they can be helpful for cleaning teeth.
Absolutely, they're a great natural teeth cleaner.
But I have to admit, I'm a little nervous about those powerful Cane Corso jaws.
I hear you. Supervision is key with raw bones.
Okay, so never leave them unattended with a bone.
Exactly. And it's also crucial to chat with your vet before giving them any raw bones.
Oh, really? Why is that?
They can recommend the right size and type of bone for your dog's individual needs.
Makes sense. Not all bones are created equal.
Exactly. For example, you'd want to avoid bones that are small enough to swallow whole or those that could splinter easily.
Okay, so definitely check with the vet first.
Absolutely. Large beef femur bones are often recommended for Cane Corsos.
Okay, I'll write that down. Beef femur bones, vet approved, and supervised.
You got it. Safety first.
Now, I think I speak for all of us when I ask, how do we actually get our Cane Corsos to cooperate with all of this?
It's a $1 million question, right?
They're big, strong dogs. Any tips on turning teeth cleaning time into a positive experience?
I'm glad you asked. It's all about starting slow and making it fun and rewarding right from the beginning.
Okay, I like that, baby steps.
Baby steps. Begin by simply getting your Cane Corso used to having their mouth touched.
So just getting them comfortable with that first.
Exactly. Lots of praise and yummy treats go a long way here.
Positive reinforcement.
Exactly. Positive reinforcement is everything. Then gradually introduce the toothbrush and toothpaste.
Okay, so not all at once.
Nope. Gradual introduction is key. And keep the sessions short and sweet.
Short and sweet, got it.
Always ending on a positive note.
That makes sense. Avoid turning it into a wrestling match.
Exactly. You want to build a positive association with teeth cleaning.
So it's more like a fun little bonding session.
That's the idea, not a chore. And remember, consistency is key. Make teeth cleaning a regular part of your routine, and your Cane Corso will come to expect it as a normal, positive interaction.
It's all about building good habits.
You got it.
Okay, so we've got all the preventative measures down.
Sounds good.
But what happens if something seems off? What are the warning signs that Cane Corso owners should be watching for?
That's a great question. You're right. We need to talk about what happens when things go wrong.
Because it's not always smooth sailing.
Exactly. And even with the best care, sometimes things can go awry. Bad breath is often the first sign that something's up.
Okay, bad breath. Like more than just their usual doggy breath.
Right. It's not just your typical doggy breath, but a particularly strong, foul odor.
Okay, bad breath, check. What else should we be looking out for?
Keep a close eye on their gums. Any changes in color, like redness or even a purplish hue, could be a sign of inflammation.
And those are not good signs.
Not at all.
So swelling, bleeding, especially when brushing or chewing.
Those are all definite red flags.
Makes sense. So bad breath and gum issues. What about their teeth themselves? Any signs there that something might be wrong?
Definitely. Discolored teeth are a big one.
Okay, like what kind of discoloration are we talking about?
If you notice your Cane Corso's teeth turning brown or yellow, that's a sign of tartar buildup.
Ah, so that's what that is.
Exactly.
Excessive drooling is another thing to watch for.
Right.
And of course, any changes in eating habits.
Especially if they seem to be having difficulty chewing or are pawing at their mouth.
Those are all signals to call your vet right away.
Absolutely don't wait on that.
So basically, it all boils down to being a good observer.
You got it.
Knowing your dog's normal behavior and being able to spot any changes that might indicate a problem.
Exactly. Early detection is key.
And hopefully catch it early on.
That's the goal. If you notice any of these signs, don't wait. Schedule a visit with your vet as soon as possible.
Because that can make all the difference.
It really can. Catching dental problems early can often mean a simpler, less invasive treatment.
Oh, that's good to know.
And it can prevent more serious issues down the road.
It sounds like when it comes to Cane Corso dental health, an ounce of prevention really is worth a pound of cure.
You said it. Those regular at-home care routines we talked about earlier, combined with those annual professional cleanings, are the absolute foundation of good dental health for your Cane Corso.
It's not just about a pretty smile. It's an investment in their overall health and longevity.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask your vet for advice.
They're like our partners in crime when it comes to pet care.
They really are. They can tailor recommendations specifically for your Cane Corso.
Like what?
They can show you the best brushing technique and answer any questions you might have.
So they're really there to support us every step of the way.
Absolutely. They're a wealth of knowledge and can help you navigate any challenges you might encounter.
Like if our Cane Corso is particularly stubborn about teeth cleaning.
Exactly. Or, for example, some Cane Corsos might be prone to certain dental issues like periodontal disease.
And what is that?
Periodontal disease is a serious infection of the gums and tissues that support the teeth.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It can be. So your vet can assess your dog's individual risk factors and recommend a preventative care plan that's right for them.
So it's like having a personalized dental plan for your furry friend.
Exactly.
It's really all about proactive care, right?
Yeah.
Staying ahead of any potential problems and working closely with our vet.
You got it. And even though dental care might seem like another item on your to-do list, it's ultimately about giving your Cane Corso the best possible quality of life.
And who doesn't want that for their furry best friend?
Exactly. A healthy mouth contributes to a happy, healthy dog overall.
I love that. It's a wonderful reminder that all these efforts from brushing to vet visits are truly acts of love.
They really are.
Now, we've covered a lot about cleaning your Cane Corso's teeth, but I'm curious, what about their diet? Does what a Cane Corso eats play a role in their dental health?
Absolutely. It's definitely something to consider.
Okay, so we've talked about all those hands-on cleaning methods,
Right, brushing, wipes, all that.
but what we put in their bowl can make a difference too.
A huge difference.
So what kind of dietary advice did we come across in our research?
Well, crunchy kibble is often recommended.
Kibble over wet food.
That's right, because the chewing action with kibble helps to naturally scrape away some of the plaque.
Oh, so it's like built-in toothbrushing.
You got it. And there are also special dental diets out there.
Dental diets, huh?
They're formulated specifically to promote oral health. These often contain larger kibble sizes to encourage more chewing and ingredients that can help reduce plaque and tartar buildup.
So are we saying ditch the wet food altogether?
Not necessarily. It's all about finding the right balance for your dog.
Okay, balance is key.
If your Cane Corso loves wet food, you can still incorporate it.
Makes sense. I don't want to deprive them of their favorite treats.
Exactly, but maybe offer more crunchy kibble as their main meal.
Got it. Crunchy kibble is the foundation, and then maybe some wet food on the side.
And remember those dental chews we talked about earlier?
Yeah, the ones for large breeds.
Those can be a great supplement to help clean their teeth no matter what type of food they eat.
So those are always a good option.
Exactly.
Okay, so crunchy kibble, dental chews, and maybe a special dental diet if needed.
Sounds good. And always make sure they have access to fresh, clean water.
Water, of course.
Not only does it keep them hydrated, but it also helps to rinse away food particles and bacteria from their mouth.
That's a good point. I never really thought about it that way.
And you can even consider adding a dental water additive.
Oh, yeah, we talked about those earlier.
They can boost the bacteria fighting power.
I love that. It's like a little secret weapon for dental hygiene.
Exactly.
So let's recap. We covered professional cleanings, all those at-home cleaning techniques, warning signs to watch for, and even dietary tips.
We covered a lot of ground today.
I feel like we've armed our listeners with a whole arsenal of information to tackle Cane Corso dental care.
It might seem like a lot, but remember, it's not about doing everything perfectly.
Okay, so don't get overwhelmed.
Exactly. It's about making small, consistent efforts.
Small, consistent efforts. Got it.
Those are the things that can make a huge difference in your Cane Corso's oral health and overall well-being.
And remember, your vet is your best resource.
Absolutely. They can help you create a personalized dental care plan for your furry friend and answer any questions you may have along the way.
Awesome advice. And speaking of questions, as we wrap up this deep dive, I have one final thought for our listeners to ponder.
Okay, I'm listening.
We've talked about keeping those teeth clean, but what about those gums?
The gums.
What role do they play in a Cane Corso's overall dental health? And are there any specific things we can do to keep them healthy and strong?
That is a great question.
Maybe that's a topic for our next deep dive. Until then, happy brushing, everyone.
Until next time.